Hey everyone, welcome back to the TheDBAdmin. Today we are diving deeper into something bit different: open source password managers. These are great if you want a full control over your credentials, no vendor lock in, and tools that actually play nice in terminal environments. Alright, so here's what we are going to cover in this session. First, we'll talk about why password managers are essential, especially in development or server environments. Then we'll look at what makes open source tools stand out from the usual proprietary tools. We'll walk through some CLI friendly password managers that work great in terminal setups. After that, we'll get a hands on experience with tools like Pass, GoPass, and Bitwarden CLI and talk a bit about how to choose the right one for your workflow. And finally, we'll wrap it up with a quick lab session inside a virtual machine. Let's start with a quick introduction. Alright, so in this session, we are going to take a quick look at what open source password managers are, why they are useful, and how they fit into the real world scenarios, especially for developers, sysadmins, and anyone working in terminal heavy environments. Whether you are brand new to this or just exploring alternatives to other tools, this will give you a solid foundation before we jump in. Alright, so let's be honest. Keeping track of passwords is actually a mess. Password managers take that stress off your plate by storing everything securely and helping you generating strong, unique passwords for each service. They will also make it easy to automate secret handling, especially if you are working in terminal or scripting environments. And with open source tools, you get a full control over your data. No lock in, no mystery code, just transparency and security. Let's dive into Pass, one of the most straightforward and widely used password managers. Pass is designed around simplicity and security. It encrypts your passwords using GPG, ensuring that your data is always protected. Each password is stored as a separate .gpg file within a directory tree, giving you a clear and organized way to manage your passwords. One of the standout features of Pass is its native support for Git, which allows you to sync and version control your password database. This makes it easy to share your vault securely with others or keep a backup. It's lightweight, easy to use, and has widespread support across all different platforms, making it a great choice for users who prefer a minimalist yet powerful approach. Next, let's take a look at GoPass, an enhanced alternative to Pass. It's fully compatible with Pass, so if you're already using it, migrating to GoPass will be a smooth experience. It also supports more advanced features, such as team sharing, mounts for organizing multiple vaults, and OTP support for two-factor authentication codes. What sets GoPass apart? That it's written in Go, giving it a faster, more efficient runtime along with additional features. On top of that, GoPass offers a strong CLI experience with auto-completion and customizable templates. That makes it a powerful tool for anyone who wants more flexibility in managing their passwords securely. Now let's talk about the Bitwarden CLI tool. This tool allows you to access your Bitwarden Cloud Vault directly from the terminal. It's especially useful if you already have a Bitwarden account and want to manage your passwords without switching to a graphical user interface. With the CLI, you can log in, unlock your vault, and easily manage your items, making it a convenient tool for both individual users and teams. If you're already using Bitwarden on your desktop or mobile, this is a seamless way to keep everything in sync across all your devices. Here's a quick comparison of all the tools. If you need a simple offline tool that gives you full control over your data and doesn't rely on cloud storage, Pass or GoPass would be your best options. They both store passwords locally, while GoPass adds a few more features like team support and mountable vaults. Both the tools are perfect for those who want to keep things straightforward without worrying about external services. Now, if cloud syncing is a priority for you, especially if you are using Bitwarden across devices, the Bitwarden CLI is an ideal choice. It offers seamless integration with Bitwarden's Cloud Vault, meaning your passwords are available everywhere. And the best part, you don't need to manage them syncing manually. Each tool has its strengths, so you should choose based on your environment and how you plan to choose the password manager. For teams or anyone needing cloud sync, GoPass and Bitwarden CLI shine. Meanwhile, Pass is suited best for solo users who prioritize their simplicity and offline use. And now, we are going to have a hands on lab where you'll get to try each of these password managers yourself. We'll walk you through installing them directly on a virtual machine. You'll create entries and manage your credentials securely. Let's dive in and get started. So, first, we are going to get started with Pass. Let's just first update the package manager and install Pass and GNU PG. So, before we can start creating passwords, we need to create a special key using GPG. This key works as a lock and a key. Your password manager will use it safely to lock up your data. Here we are selecting the default method for creating the key. We are selecting the default method for key size as well and also the default valid period. So the key doesn't expire at all. Now all we need to do is enter our name and email. This will be used by GNU PG to identify our key and also construct a user ID. For comment we are just putting an hyphen and let's just press O now. Now we need to enter a passphrase. This will be used to view and configure keys. Now let's just re-enter our passphrase again. As you can see, the GPG key has been created successfully. Now let's just copy this public key. This public key will be used to initialize our password store. Now let's just verify if the GNU PG private directory has been created successfully. And we can also see it right here. Now let's just copy our public key and initialize our password store. Now this password store will be initialized in our home directory. This makes it easier to locate and configure files. So our password store has been initialized successfully and we can see it right here. Now let's just start inserting our credentials. And this is kind of an easy process, so you don't have to worry much about it. Let's just first insert a test password for Gmail. I'll be using a test password like test password 123 for demonstration purposes. So we'll have to enter our password 2 times and let's just retype our password again. And now the password should be saved successfully. And now let's just verify if the password has been saved successfully or not. And this will require you to enter the same passphrase which we have created earlier in this video. As you can see, the test password 123 has been displayed. And yeah, that was all about this pass tool. This was kind of an easy tool to use. We can list the passwords as well. So that was all about this tool. So next up we have GoPass, which is an enhanced version of Pass. So first we'll need to install Golang, which is a dependency for GoPass, and Golang has been installed successfully. This was faster because I have configured it previously as well. Now let's just install our GoPass tool. This will be faster as well because I have configured it previously. Now we just need to set our GoPath environment variable, which is essential to executing our Go CLI commands. This is basically a straightforward way to set up GoPath variable for Ubuntu based installations. Now we need to set up our path variable and append our GoPath to it. This will allow us to execute GoPass command. Let's just make sure that our changes to our path variables are reflected in our bash rc file as well. Now we need to generate a GNU PG key, which we have generated in our previous tutorial. We will be configuring the GNU PG key the same way which we have configured previously. Let's just select a type of key, the length of the key, and the validation period of the key, and does it expire at all or not. And now let's just enter our name and email and choose hyphen for comments. And finally, just press O. Let's just enter our passphrase. We will be prompted to enter it again. Now the GNU PG key has been generated successfully. Now we just have to copy the public key. Let's just verify if the GNU PG directory has been created or not, and it has been created. Now all we have to do is copy our public key and initialize our password store. We will be prompted to enter our email address again. Let's just enter our email address. After entering our email address, our password store will be initialized successfully. Now let's just try and create our credentials entry. We'll be creating a sample GitHub token entry. And let's just enter a random password. And now we'll be all good to go. Now we'll be prompted to enter our token again. And now the entry has been created. Let's just quickly verify this. And now we'll be prompted to enter our same passphrase again, which we generated earlier in this tutorial. Let's just enter our passphrase. And yeah, as you can see, a random GitHub token has been displayed. So yeah, this was all about GoPass, which essentially works in the same way as Pass. Lastly, we are going to talk about Bitwarden. For Bitwarden, we'll first have to register an account. All you need to do is register an account on its official website. Let's just wait for the screen to load. This setup is gonna be a little bit complex, so let's just register an account first. Let's enter our email address and name. After entering our email address and name, let's just click continue. Let's just uncheck this box. Now let's just click on continue. Now we just have to check our official mail for just a confirmation email. So here's our confirmation email. Let's click on verify email. And eventually our email will be verified. Now we'll be prompted to create our password. We'll be required to create a strong password. Now let's just quickly create our own strong password. Now as our account is created, let's just dive into our terminal. Now let's just first install Vim and JQ. It didn't take much time as we have already installed it. Now let's just install Node from the official Ubuntu Snap Store. We have already installed it. Now let's just quickly install Bitwarden CLI from npm. It will be faster because I have already installed it. Now let's just log into our Bitwarden CLI. Wait, I have already logged in, so I have to log out first. And let's just log in again. Let's just enter our password which we have created while registering on the website. And you'll see a session token has been created. Let's just export it in our terminal session. So currently if we execute bw list items, there will be no items. We haven't created any entries yet. So let's just get started with creating an entry. First we have to get a template for an item. Let's just view it by JQ command so it can look presentable. And now let's just write the contents to template.json file. And the contents have been written successfully. Let's just also get a template for login field. Now we'll be using Vim to edit this template in the login field. Now let's just copy this and open our Vim editor and just replace the login field with our copied content. Let's just verify if the changes has been made successfully to the file. Let's just verify by JQ as well, and as you can see the entry has been created. Now in order to insert our entry into the Bitwarden CLI, we just need to encode this. And now let's just pipe this encoded content into bw create item command. And as you can see the entry has been created successfully. We can just verify this by executing bw list items. Let's just pipe it to JQ to view it more beautifully. And yeah, let's just log out from our Bitwarden account. Thanks for watching. That was all about this tutorial.